I'll call this meeting to order. It is it's Tuesday, March 25th, 2025, 10:30 a.m., and we're here to discuss the AS400 server replacement. And I will turn it over to, what we're here is discuss funding it and how we would fund it. So our question last time is, what do we have in our LATCF funding that's left?
Perfect. So I reached out to BJ kind of to understand who all uses it, what this would look like, because we do have some capital budgets that have been set aside for the FY24 that were pulled out of budget. And there's some remaining in there for several of the different departments. And so if it was an opportunity to bring a little bit from all the departments that use that is kind of the thought process that I had on that. And so I did got what each one had left in that 898 budget line, which was one that wasn't readily used, and that would be a question that I have for you guys is, do we want to look at using those capital one? The overall LATCF funding, we can pull that from anywhere. But if it was something that there's already some delegated to each of the departments that use the AS400, we can pull out of some of there and kind of pool that together to make it. So there's a couple different opportunities depending on what direction you guys want.
Okay. Now was that you mean funding for different departments? Was that funding for a certain item that came in less?
No.
For those departments?
What they ended up doing for FY24 is basically pulled all the capital line items out to get that budget to balance. And so these were dollar amounts that were designated for their capital. And last year I sent that out before the end of the fiscal year that said, here's what everybody has. If you want to use it, some were able to utilize it, some weren't. And so this is just carried through to fiscal 25. So it still can be utilized for capital. I don't know what each of the departments have in their line items for that.
That's what I'm not understanding is I thought that the LATCF funding, we had to fund projects, not just capital expense.
No, LATCF has the look and feel more like general budget. You can use it. The county can use it as they deem necessary, as you would general.
Okay, so what did we? Just a quick question. What did we allot these departments for cap? What did we allot them on their capital expenditure?
The capital, these that I pulled, there's $249,000 in there over all of the departments, and there are 16 different departments, yes, 16 in here. And then there was also DP budget pulled out for new equipment and software, and that's $38,000. And BJ, he's got that lined out what he's going to use that for. But these are just, It's just an 898 line item that was, and I've got where it was moved from and what the LATCF 898 number was assigned to it. And so each department has that discretion to use that capital. If that's not something, if that is preferred to reserve that for each of the departments for their capital rather than moving it for this AS400, there's $3 million left in LATCF just that you could just say, we're going to take it in a lump sum out of that.
Okay. I would rather take it from the lump sum, and then because I want to learn more about the capital. I want to talk to you about the capital and how that works, but I would rather do something like that. I don't know what are you thinking?
I would prefer to take it from the lump sum right now.
As well as there's some little bit of moving parts there. We're not sure who may need to use some of that capital in those particular departments. So okay. I would say.
And how much was needed in this? Did we get it?
Well, your overall budget. Well, you have paper?
Yeah, it's
from what BJ, he was supposed to get us some firm numbers. I don't know if we received those from MyCore yet. Did either one of you get a chance to talk to BJ?
I have not, no.
But it's about 35,000.
Yeah, I put 36 because that's what
36.
came to
Yeah,
my
it was
head.
35,
So
and it was close to 36,
Right,
and it was 35.
yeah.
So, yeah, in this email he referred to as 36,000. He rounded it off.
mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
So with the structure of Jerry's people right now, he's had people in and have been gone and haven't been able to replace them that we budgeted for. So we've got about, and then so that wound up being about a difference of what we budgeted and the people that didn't receive the wages of about 48,000. And then I took, because the new hire is going to need to take 2 classes. She's going to have to travel for 10 days. She's going to have 2 round trip airfares. She's going to have food for 2 days, mileage, parking. I took that out. I averaged that about $10,000.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what we agreed upon about that? And then the new contractor that you guys signed with, that's down in Boise, we haven't used him yet, right?
This would be start of his second week.
Oh, okay. So
he's going to bill once a month.
Okay. So give me 1 second, because I was thinking.
Now, what percentage of the departments use this system? Well, if you did it by percentage, like say
Yes, Carrie and I would probably use 80% of it.
together.
Yeah.
So basically, it's both of their departments, and then
We're in it all day, just like
All
you
day,
guys.
every day.
Yep.
And then,
And that's how we collect all our payments, do all the billings, any tracking, anything that anybody needs for receipts or information on each parcel or address or name.
and that computes the assessment notices, sends out the assessment notice, keeps track of legal.
Yeah, we use it a lot.
Yeah, and when we're out of it, we're sitting around on our thumbs without it.
Our
But then,
lifetime's gone.
then Lori's office uses it for voter registration. Look up, inadvertently, Public Works uses it, Sheriff's Office uses it. That's the main thing that ties addresses and parcels together in ownership and stuff. So, solid waste uses it. I guess solid waste would be the next one after you and I.
Probably. And maybe planning and zoning.
Yeah.
Use it quite a bit.
And then, any city that certifies fees to the taxes uses it. Department of Lands, they do their forced fees.
So pretty much the majority of the departments here in the county
It's kind of
use
the heartbeat of the courthouse. So,
Okay, so just with wages, I didn't pull out like the benefits and retirement, Social Security. I did bring that all, but just to keep it simple, Jerry has got about $20,000 in his budget that he could.
Can he use A budget for B expenses?
Well, from my understanding, is that can be done, but you'd have to open the budget.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't. I just went with wages because they're separated out.
Okay.
So,
So we can use the weight, that was one of the questions.
well, I think we're going to have to open the budget to do that.
Yeah, I think so, because it's in the A,
Right.
and this would be a B expenditure, so.
Yes, I see what you're saying. My apologies.
I
was thinking the other one. So, yeah, you'd have to open it. However, no. And this is coming from this is coming from the current expense in 1-2 and also the appraisal budget, line 20.
So it'd be two,
Okay.
we'd have to open up, yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't have to open the budget if we just use the lettuce.
Which, in my opinion, with other departments that use it as well, it probably would be better just to do the lump sum through the LATCF.
Well, I could, we could, if you didn't want to do that, we could pull that out of your contractors. He being paid out of 20 or out of current?
That's gonna be my question for you.
Okay.
Because I think we'll have to do a line item. I would guess, where was Nancy at?
I think she was in current.
Current, then it would be current.
So if you wanted to open the line, we could. He's got 15. He could do 15,000 in 20 in Fund 20 appraisal. You could do if you wanted to open the budget, but that is up to you guys.
Mr. Chairman, I'm inclined still to go with the lettuce money at this point.
LATCF, okay. All right, I'd entertain a motion.
That works for everybody, right? I mean,
Yep.
That keeps it. Okay. Well, I would move that we set aside $36,000 from the LATCF fund for the purchase of the new AS400 server.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, any discussion?
It's already voted on.
Oh, no, yeah. No, that's right, that's right. I forgot about that.
Thank you, Madam Clerk, for all the
Yes.
math.
Yes.
That's much appreciated.
Yeah, because he has it if
We
need be.
open the budget. That's one of the things that, let me go ahead and, do
Yeah.
you have any other questions? Nothing else? Okay, we'll adjourn the meeting.